Graham Scott, the match referee, leads out the two sets of players. A lovely late September afternoon in the east of the capital to greet the players of West Ham United and Sheffield United. Edson Alvarez to Soucek, who started the season so strongly for West Ham, as have so many others, including this fella, Bowen. The cutback and hoisted over by Thomas Soucek.
And he's guilty of leaning back on impact here. Look, this again should be something that's tidied up quite easily. That wasn't the best of balls, but look at that for upper body strength. That's why Jarrod Bowen is one of the best in the business at the moment in those wide areas, because he can contest it with far bigger people and still come out on top. Cuts it back, Soucek leans back over the top.
Antonio always able to contest, always willing. Egan trying to stop him. We'll have another bite at it though. He's got the better of Egan, looking for Soucek. Paquetá to keep it alive.
Soucek, I think, should be attacking this a little bit better. That's his job now. When Antonio drifts wide, he has to hit that penalty area.
Still down Paquetá. Here's Soucek. Boos around the London Stadium because of the stricken Brazilian. Archer contests. Archer gets the shot away, but that's a brilliant block.
That's a great
Again
block.
to the rescue.
And he's over on the cover there, Zuma. Ball comes in. You can see it gets jarred a little bit between the two contestants of the ball, and then it's a free shot. But look at that for covering. Slung himself in there again. Really good challenge. Felt really kindly. Maybe could have got his shot away a little bit quicker there. But what a block.
Ward-Prowse with the whip. Bowen with the header. Two goal line clearances. Living very dangerously there, Sheffield United, but importantly, surviving.
Can't get to it because it's got so much pace on it. There's Bowen. How many headers does he win? And the second header from Aguirre, that's cleared as well. But look, Bowen, only small, but he gets in between defenders. Very powerful in the air. And that's West Ham's winger. And there we go, off the line.
17 Premier League free kicks have been converted to goal. Not this time, Foderingham read it right.
Yeah, that was a reverse across. I thought he was going to go that way, but he got a good sighter of it. You could see him bending down behind that ball.
All those Sheffield United players, the likes of Ahmed Hodzic, Bogle and Thomas, who've got forward, now firmly back in the Sheffield United back five. As West Ham probe and maybe find an opening through Soucek. The cutback from Bowen, the goal from Jarrod Bowen. Beautiful build-up, and Bowen with a fabulous finish. His first goal here at the London Stadium this season, and West Ham have the lead halfway through the first half.
Here we go, lovely little bit of play here, intricate play. Alvarez round the corner, into Bowen, into Soucek, back to Soucek, and then he cuts it back to Jarrod Bowen, and that's just passed into the back of the net. That's a great finish. You could easily lash at this one and put it over the top, but look, that's real calmness personified, and a man playing with a lot of confidence. This boy should be in the England team for me. Not the squad, the team.
Mikel Antonio just asking about that incident with Thomas, and Graham Scott confirming it was looked at, but waved away. Antonio, well, he'll settle for that all day long, closing down on the penalty area and firing wide.
It's a great break. They nick it in midfield, little bit of pressure, and then Ward-Prowse breaks to the left as Paquetá's gone to the right.
Paquetá. Emerson. Two fullbacks combining. Soucek. Soucek.
A little bit passive from Sheffield United, particularly on that left-hand side for West Ham. Their right-hand side is too easy. They're just rolling passes into each other. Yep, I think he'll get a mixed reception deck, obviously because they want West Ham to win, but done so many good things here.
Here's Antonio, here's Soucek, and there's a second for West Ham. Architects of their own downfall. The Hammers have a second.
Look, they're trying to play it out the back. West Ham getting tighter and tighter. There's the loose pass. Then they're onto it. Straight into Antonio. Straight into the back three. Soucek makes the run beyond and finishes in the corner. But that's the giveaway there. If you give the ball away as the last midfield player, you really are putting your team in danger. Good finish though from Soucek. That's what he was doing when he first came to West Ham. Went off the boil a bit last season, but coming back to form now. Good finish with his left peg of all things. Sideways and backwards, if you give a ball away, that's a crime in the Premier League. Doesn't matter whether you're in your own last third or even up the pitch, because you open yourself up to attacks. But when it's that deep...
McBurney, as Sheffield United have the chance to strike right back, but they strike it well wide.
As the reverse pass comes into him there, he's onside there, most definitely. And then I think Emerson gets the touch.
Well, there were 3 down at half-time last week, and then Newcastle hit the gas in the second half. It's far beyond the bounds of possibility that West Ham could do something similar here, if they are of a mind to do so. There's Soucek. And coming in was Ward-Prowse to head it.
Well, if you allow Soucek to beat you on the outside, then you're not defending properly, because he's not the best going forward for West Ham, but clips that one back.
Harmer to take. Basham only just on. Ahmedžić.
They were first to that second ball, and Ahmedžić, as he comes in here, he's smothered by Fabianski. Look, all he tries to do is make himself big. Does really well. Maybe in hindsight, he's got to go back across goal. So there's not a lot to go for there.
In by Ward-Prowse, and again rose really well, but couldn't find the target.
Again, look at him on that far post. Look, he gets under the flight of the ball, so that's a standing jump again, but he really does get high up off the ground. He scored some good goals already in his West Ham career, and he really is a danger at set pieces with that spring.
And it comes from Robinson. Zuma went, he didn't get it. And the header just wide. Ollie McBurney has his head in his hands. Davis has threaded it through, and that is not too far away.
Davis, and he creates it by being on the half-turn, receiving it with his left foot, shifted it to his right, and curled for that far corner. To be fair, Areola always had it covered, but...
McBurney. Now Ward-Prowse. Lovely ball by Ward-Prowse. Scramble in the goal mouth, but Paquetá couldn't get the telling touch.
Well, there's the difference. James Ward-Prowse just drives and he gets across it, and it's with the outside of his foot. Bowen nearly gets across his marker. Look, they've looked quite comfortable in this second half. Really, West Ham are taking their foot off the pedal a little bit, but they have defended comfortably as well. Hopefully it gives them a little more confidence going forward.
Sousa. McBurney. Sousa looking for Brewster. Slimani. Forces the save from Afonso Areola, and it's not often this afternoon that we've said that. A landmark league game for David Moyes, and a very welcome victory for West Ham United. After those back-to-back defeats, they're back to winning ways. Premier League win number 4 of the season for them. The damage done in the first half. Goals from Jarrod Bowen and from Thomas Soucek. Sheffield United, well, it's another defeat for them. 6 in 7. They remain rooted to the bottom.